Okay, then, so let's start. So, as I told you, I'm going to call out the attendance. And then, if you're here, just please tell me, well, by speaking or in any spoken way. And if you can't do that, please tell someone to tell me that you are in here. Because sometimes we have problems with the audio or something like that. So, just in order to avoid like this problems in which I don't just get your attendance, please do it. Okay, so let's start by doing this. Let me check in here. Mm, okay, I'm very control of this. Okay, Kevin, Rika,
Here.
Andy, is Andy in here? Okay, Sandra,
Here.
Lily, is Liliana in here? Is Liliana in here? Is Liliana in here? Anais, Anais in here? No? Daniela?
Here, teacher.
Okay. Yatsiri,
Here. Teacher,
tell me.
¿y me puede poner mi asistencia?
Andy?
Eh,
It's Andy, right?
no, no, no.
Or
Anaís,
who?
antes de Daniela.
Let me check. Okay, so okay. Marta. Is Marta in here? Diana.
Profe Diana tiene problemas con su internet. Yo creo que se conecta en un rato.
Okay. Kayla.
Here, teacher.
Dulce.
Here.
Is in here. Alma.
Here.
Arturo.
Here.
Ruby.
Here.
Víctor.
Here.
Janetsi.
Here.
Mónica. Jessica.
Present.
Teacher. Sí estoy. Es que mi micrófono se trabó.
Who are you?
Mónica.
Sorry, because I can. Okay. I can see the
Perdón.
names in here. Okay, give me a minute. I don't know what is happening. Okay, because it's not okay. Okay, then we have Jessica, Dulce,
Present, teacher.
Axel,
Here.
Víctor,
Present.
Diana,
Present.
Chris.
Present, teacher.
Okay,
Teacher.
tell me.
Perdón, es que accedí tarde a la clase porque tengo un poco de falla en el internet, pero por eso no puede decir
Yes,
present.
don't worry. Don't worry. Who are you?
Alejandra Cuautlia.
Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Don't
Gracias.
worry. I'm gonna change it. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so let's start with the class. Today's topic is going to be related to countable and uncountable nouns. So do you know what are countable and uncountable nouns, or how we can differentiate them? Do you know it? Guys, do you know what are countable or uncountable nouns? Yes? Who can give me an idea of that? Guys? So who has an idea of this, or who can tell me what countable nouns are and what uncountable nouns are, or how we can differentiate them? So how can we differentiate them?
Teacher,
Tell me.
countable is a book.
Okay, countable can be a book. Yes, it could be.
Um, y huevos. Um, uncountable is sugar. Stars.
Okay, good. Well, that's a good idea. Something, well, that's good, a good example. Someone else? Someone else, guys? Someone else? Someone else? Another idea? Another example? Okay, so in this case, we're going to learn how to differentiate them, and we're going to just learn about quantifiers and how to use them. I'm going to share the screen, and this is going to be obviously a PowerPoint presentation. So if you can't see it, please tell me, just in order just to fix any kind of problem that could happen with this. So let's go. Here we go then. Okay, I don't know what is happening here, but let's go with this. Okay, well, while I fix this, because I can, well, it is not allowed to share this part. So what I need you to do is to write down in your notebook, you're going to write down the list of countable or uncountable nouns, okay? Then we're going to work with that when I give you the explanation. So please go ahead in your notebooks, create a list of countable nouns and a list of uncountable nouns, okay? Meanwhile, I try to know what is happening and what I can share the presentation with you. Okay, I don't know why I don't have the option in here. Okay, Mingle, I try to do this. How's it going? Are you just working on it? Who can give me examples of countable or uncountable nouns? Guys? Guys? How's it going then? I don't know why this is happening in here. Okay, so let's check it. Can you see the screen, guys?
Yeah, teacher.
Guys,
Yes,
can you see
teacher.
it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. How are your list going? Have you finished? Did you finish your list? Yes?
Yes,
Did you
teacher.
finish? Okay. So who can give me an example of countable nouns?
Me, teacher.
What did you wrote to write? Okay.
Uh, countable countable nouns is like apples, schools,
Yes.
trees,
Mm-hmm.
films, shares,
Mm-hmm.
animals. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uncountable now is like food, the sugar, milk, time, money, weather.
Mm-hmm. And what was the last one?
Weather,
What was the
clima,
last one?
clima, weather, clima.
The weather. Weather,
Weather.
weather. Okay, that is going to be kind of weather is uncountable. Yes, the weather doesn't enter to this category because it's still a kind of situation and it's a condition. But okay, okay. Who can give me more examples about the uncountable? Do you have any example of it? Guys, any other example?
Friends,
Mm-hmm.
house, um,
Okay,
también puse apples,
okay.
pencil,
Yes, but what about the uncountable ones?
incountables, salt, wine,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
chia, hair,
Okay, okay,
rice, money.
good. Yes, money. Money is
Teacher,
uncountable in this case. Good.
teacher.
Tell me.
Uh, Uncountables is like abstract ideas. Ideas. Yes.
Abstract ideas. Yes. Yes. Well, in this case, we're going to understand like I does this. Well, once I just listen some of your options or examples, let's do this. Countable or uncountable nouns. Well, a countable noun or countable nouns are the ones that can be pluralized. So all the things you can make plural are going to be the things you're going to just count as countable nouns, okay? Or you can classify as countable nouns. For example, as you said, apples, tomatoes, books, all the things you can pluralize, okay? Apples, tomatoes, books, bananas, bottles, shoes, okay? And the uncountable nouns are going to be the ones that can't be pluralized. In this case, we're going to understand there are powders, liquids, and seeds, for example. Powders, polvos, liquids, líquidos, and seeds, semillas, okay? So in this case, we're going to just classify this kind of things, but there also are going to be a lot of other things that are not pluralized, like it's an abstract idea. For example, information. The information can be counted or not in an easy way. So we sometimes need to add something in order to just make an uncountable countable. We can do that, but we need a measurement system. And this is going to be like kind of sometimes strange. Like for example, the water. Water is not countable, but we can say a bottle of water. Yes. So when we just divide it into a specific kind of measurement system or container, we're going to understand that we're going to make a countable or uncountable noun countable. For example, coffee. Coffee is not countable, either if this is or whether this is the the liquid or maybe the grain. Yes, it's not countable. And in this case, we're going to say like, I need some coffee, or we can make it countable when we need, or when we say, I need 2 cups of coffee. Yes. So when we just try to set some specific detail about an uncountable thing, it's going to be the way in which we are going to make it countable. But in this case, let's focus on some and any, who knows how those they work? How do they work? Who knows it? Do you know how to use some and any? Guys, do you know?
No, teacher.
Okay. So in this case, some and any are called quantifiers, and they are like the basic ones we need when we speak English, or like the first we're going to learn. There are a lot of quantifiers, but in this case, some we need to be careful if the the nouns are countable or uncountable in order to use them. But in this case, with some and any, the only thing we need to care about is the type of sentences we are going to use, or we are using at the moment of speaking or at the moment of writing. So some could be used with countable or uncountable nouns, but in this case we're going to use only in positive statements. Yes, any is going to be used with countable or uncountable nouns, but only in questions and negative statements. Okay, so for example, the positive statements: I have some onions. Yes, onions, it's a countable noun. And this is a mistake in here, I'm gonna fix it. I don't know what is happening like this. And when we say I need some water, okay, so in this case we can use some with countable or uncountable nouns. It doesn't matter. The only thing we need to be careful about is the type of structure we are using. In this case, it's going to be used with positive statements. Yes. And as I was telling you, any is going to be used with negative statements and with questions. That's why we have in here, I don't have any butter. There isn't, or there aren't, well, in this case, there aren't any tomatoes. Yes. And when we make questions, um, or when we produce questions, this is there any salt? So just in order to clarify this, how this works, or how this works in Spanish, or how we can understand this in Spanish, when we say I don't have any butter or there aren't any tomatoes, in Spanish we basically don't say that, but because in Spanish we can say like no hay mantequilla, or we can also say no hay tomates. Yes, but in English, when we use it, it's kind of when we try to say no hay ninguna mantequilla, o no hay nada de mantequilla y no hay ningunos tomates. And when we make questions, is there any salt? We can understand like hay algo de sal. Okay, but as I am telling you, countable, well, this is going to be well related to the structures we're using. Some is going to be used with positive statements and any with negative statements and questions. Is it clear so far, guys? Yes?
No, teacher.
Okay, what is
Yeah.
your question then?
No, no tengo duda, profe.
Okay. I think someone sends a message, but I can read it because I'm just sharing the screen with you. So, what the message is about, guys? Okay, then can I continue with this? Guys, can I continue?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Yes.
Okay, as a note, if you're just taking notes of this, as a note, you're going to do the following thing, okay? Okay, I'm sorry for this. Um, okay, you're going to write this is going to be a kind of note that I'm going to just write down in here. We Okay, in this case, this is going to be a note that is going to be important for you to know because we are going to use, well, this is for you, well, this is important in order to just understand what is like sometimes happening in these cases. Um, okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm sorry for this, but this is going to be like this is like the note you're going to write down at the end of your examples. I wrote it in here because it's going to be like easier, but you can do it at the end of your examples. It says we can also use some with questions that start with can or could. In this case, these kind of questions are also called polite requests. And we can say, could I have some wine, please? So as you can see, this is a kind of question, but as we are using could, we're going to use some. That's like the only thing. And it's like not a question, but a request. Okay, it's like when we translate it into Spanish as, ¿podrías traerme un poco de agua, por favor? O ¿podrías traerme un poco de vino, por favor? Yes. So when we use questions or requests that are similar to questions, with can or could, we're going to use some, okay? Only when they start with could or can. If that is like the others, what, when, is there, do you have, it's going to be used with any. Is it correct, guys? Did you get it? Is it clear for you? Yes or not?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. So remember, if you have any questions related to it, please tell me like, hey, can you stop and explain us this part or something like that, okay? Just in order for you to get a clearer idea of this. So, what I need you to do, well, this is going to be in an unspoken way. What I need you to do is to tell me some examples using this part or using this, the some and any. Okay, is Ruby in here? Erika, can you give me an example, please? Well, in this case, two examples of it, the use of some and any. Erika. Sorry?
Es que intenta hablar Ruby, profe,
Ah, okay, okay.
pero creo que ya no.
Okay, then
Eh, I had an apple for dessert.
okay. So good. Well, that's the idea, but let's work on pronunciation. I have
I have
an apple,
an
an
apple
apple,
on apple
from an apple, yes, an apple for dessert.
for dessert.
Dessert, yes, dessert. If we say desert, it's like desierto, okay? So we need to be careful, like this, well, postre in this case is written with double S and it's going to be pronounced as dessert. When we say desert, we refer to the territory or the yes, desierto. Okay,
Okay.
good. But that was a good idea. Well, that's a good sentence, but just in order to just consider the pronunciation and to work with it. Okay, another example.
Mm, I have a picture of a cat.
Picture. I
Picture,
have a picture.
picture, pic- like, picture,
Picture. Sure, picture.
picture of a
Sure.
cat.
But in this case, we're not using some or any. So it could be like I don't have any picture of a cat, maybe, or I have some pictures of a cat.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, so let's go with Arturo. Arturo, are you there? Yes, not.
Teacher, yo le
So,
puedo decir dos ejemplos.
okay.
Mm, I have some mm, ¿cómo bananas.
Okay.
I have I have have I have some milk.
Good.
Y
Excellent.
I don't have any apples.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jessica,
Teacher.
can you please tell me some examples of it?
Yes. There is break for breakfast.
That is
There is break for breakfast.
some bread for breakfast. Remember, we need to use the quantities some and any. So in this case, there is some bread for breakfast.
Oh,
Okay, good. Another example.
yes. I don't have a cat.
I don't have any cat. Could be
Sería I don't have any a cat.
no with only with the any cats or any cat.
Okay, entonces sería I
Okay.
don't have any cat.
Yes, we can say that. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to just ask you for some. Well, I'm going to give you some words, and then you're going to tell me if they are countable or uncountable. Okay. So, chocolate. Chocolate is countable or uncountable? Chocolate.
Uncountable.
Countable. Why do you say that is uncountable? Hmm? Why? Okay, that's uncountable. Hmm. Marmalade. Marmalade, is it countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Okay, good. What about beans? Beans, is it countable or uncountable? Beans, countable or uncountable, guys? Beans. Beans is countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
What is that,
Uncountable.
teacher?
Countable.
Beans. Beans.
Uncountable.
Beans. It's uncountable. Do you know what those means mean? Do you know it? Do you know what's the meaning of beans?
No, teacher. What is?
It could be frijol.
Ah,
Uncountable.
Okay, what about broccoli? Broccoli?
Countable.
Broccoli? Uncountable. What about lettuce? Lettuce. Is it countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Uncountable.
Why?
Hmm? What about cabbage? Do you know what cabbage is? Guys? Cabbage? Cabbage? Is it countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable, yes. Good, okay. So, have you taken notes of this? Guys, have you taken notes? Yes or not? Guys, have you taken the notes? Okay, let's continue with the following part of the class, which is going to be related with with the same topic, countable and uncountable nouns, but we are going to use another quantifiers. So have you taken notes of this? Yes or not? Okay, let's continue then. How much and how many? Do you know how to use them? Guys, yes. Guys, class, can you listen to me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay then, so let's continue with the following. Okay, how much and how many? Do you know how to use them? Okay, how much and how many? How much and how many are both used to talk about or to ask about quantities. In this case, we're going to create questions with this. And in this case, we need to be careful when we're going to use how much and when we're going to use how many. Okay? How much is just with all the uncountable nouns. So the ones that you can count are going to be used with how much, cuánto. And then we have examples in here. How much sugar do you need? How much water do you drink? Maybe we are going to say that. And as you know or as you can notice, sugar and water are uncountable. Meanwhile, how many is going to be used with countable nouns. All the things that you can pluralize, as I mentioned, are going to be the countable ones, and then in this case, you're going to use them in that way. And then we're going to say, how many apples did you buy? How many apples did you buy? And how many books have you read? Yes? Is it clear? In this case, the only thing we're going to use with how much and how many is to ask about quantities. That's why we're going to say, how much sugar do you need? ¿Cuánta azúcar necesitas? How much water do you drink? ¿Cuánta agua bebes? And when we use the uncountable, how many apples did you buy? ¿Cuántas manzanas compraste? How many books have you read? ¿Cuántos libros has leído? Okay, so in this case, we're going to just find this part, okay? And as you can notice, or as you may know, we're going to just use much and many according to in positive statements without so when we add the how are going to be used with or in order to ask questions, but we can also say I have many apples. And again, many is going to be considered as on her own, as on its own, as a quantifier, and it means muchos and many. uh, well, in this case, it's going to be considered as a quantifier on its own, and it's going to be mucho. Okay, many, muchos, much, muchos, mucho. In this case, we're going to use it like we can also say, I have. Or we can also, yes, in this case, I don't have much water. Or in this case, we can say, I have many apples, okay, without the how many, well, without the how, But in this case, the basic thing of this is to ask for quantities. That's why we're going to just add the how to the quantifiers or to those quantifiers, and then we're going to just ask for quantities. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Sure? Don't you have any questions related to it? Okay, so what I need you to do, um, what I need you to do first of all is to write down mm, two affirmative sentences using some, two negative questions, the two negative and two questions using any. That it's going to be the first part. Then you're going to write two in which or two sentences in which you use how much and two in which you use how many. Okay, and then you have so 6, 8. We have 10. In this case, we have 10 sentences. You have 15 minutes to do so. You have 15 minutes to do so, and I need you to be well quick because we're going to check your sentences, the sentences you're going to write, and then we're going to just work in an activity in which I need you to be very focused on. So please go ahead and answer. So in total it should be or you should have 10 sentences according to the topics we've seen. Some and any, and how much and how many, okay? And then once you finish and we check your activity, we're going to go with the other one, which is going to be a focus on developing your speaking skills. So please go ahead. Yes?
Teacher,
Is it clear, guys? Tell me.
if one sentence is um, one example,
Yes, in this case, there should be two examples of each part. Two examples with some, two examples with any. Obviously, it should be like in negative and question form. And then we're going to just write down two examples with how many and two examples with how much. Yes? So that's
one
why I
sentence.
want two sentences per each part. So if we go back to this, it should be two with half, or in this case, two with some, two with any in negative form, two with any as a question, and two with how much and two with how many, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so please go ahead. Once you finish, we're going to check it and we're going to go with the other example, which as I mentioned is going to be related or is going to be focused on developing your speaking skills. If you have any questions related to vocabulary or any other aspect you need to know, meanwhile you're writing, you can ask me, okay?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
You're welcome. Finish class?
Teacher,
Tell me.
can I say my examples?
Okay, go ahead, please.
Well, I have some burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I ate some cookies.
Okay.
The negative. There isn't any juice.
Any juice? Yes,
Juice.
juice. It's going to be
Juice.
pronounced juice. Yes.
There aren't
Good.
any candies.
Okay. Yes, good.
The
Well,
question.
it's important for you to know that candy, you're going to ban like candy and candies. It can also be found as uncountable. That depends on the English version you use. For American English, you can say candies, and in the British English, you're going to say candy, and for them it's not countable. Okay, but it was okay. Well, just it's just this is just in order like a an important or a curious thing for you to know. Okay, can you continue, please?
Okay. Are there any carrots?
Okay,
Is there any pancake?
excellent,
Uh, well,
good.
how much orange juice is there?
Mm-hmm.
How much cheese did you buy?
Did you buy?
Did you
Buy?
buy?
It's going to be pronounced as buy.
Buy?
Yes.
How many sandwiches are there?
How many sandwiches?
Sandwiches are there?
Yes.
How
Good.
many hot dogs did you
Did you eat?
eat?
Yeah, because we are using the did. How many? In this case, how many hot dogs did you eat? So, for example, if you see the examples in here, the first one is in past, so we have did, and then the main verb should be in base form because the change or the change that it is supposed that indicates the past is made in the auxiliary verb. In this case, did. Okay.
Okay.
Did you eat? Excellent. Good. Thank you. Is
Teacher,
there someone else who wants to share it? Okay.
I can say my sentence.
Okay.
Um, I have some avocados. I
Mm-hmm.
eat some soup. So,
So,
um,
yes.
I don't have any bread. There
Mm-hmm.
aren't any rice. Are there any vegetables? Vegetables? Is there
Vegetables, it's pronounced as vegetables.
vegetables? Is there any salad?
Mm-hmm.
Um, how
Mm-hmm.
how much beans do you eat? Uh, how how
Mm-hmm.
many clothes have you wear?
Okay, good.
Finish.
Good. Is there someone else, guys?
Yo, teacher, pero no sé si estoy bien.
Don't worry. As I said before, we are here to learn, so just do it.
When uh, I have I have some video games. I
Mm-hmm.
need I need some food. I do not have any cats. There are not.
I do. I think there. Can you repeat it? There are.
There are any red cards. I
There are. Mm-hmm.
there there any a dog cake. Are there any bloom? How much
Are there any plums?
uh, how much flour do you need? How many shears
Would you need?
do you need?
Mm-hmm.
How many shears did you buy? How many
Did you
sons
buy?
did you buy? Bueno, how many songs
Okay.
have you learned?
this is how you what
What,
was
teacher?
Can you read it, please? ¿Puedes leer la última oración que
Sí,
tenías?
perdón, es que me salí. How many songs
Okay.
have you learned? Learned?
What is the noun in Spanish?
Era algo sobre que ¿cuántas canciones me aprendí o cuántas canciones te aprendiste?
Oh, how many
How
songs?
many
How many
songs
songs
have you? Hmm,
learned?
How
Have you
many
learned?
songs have you learned?
Learned. Yes. Okay, good.
¿Puedo pasar yo, profe?
Excellent. Is there, of course, go ahead.
I have some pears. I have some dogs. I don't have any money. I don't have any telephone. Is there any work? Is there any empty table? How many tables do you need? How many computers?
How many
¿Mande?
what? How many?
Table.
The first one with how
How many
many
tables do you need?
tables?
Table. Table.
Ta-
¿Sí, no? Table.
Like mesa.
Mhm. Sí.
Mesa? Tables.
Table.
How many tables?
How many tables do you need? How many
Yes.
computers do you need?
Compu
Compute
computers.
computer do you need? How much sweet did you buy?
Mm-hmm.
How much money did you spend?
Okay. How
How much
can you
money did you spend?
did you spend? Yes, excellent. Good. Good, excellent. Is there someone else?
¿Puedo pasar yo,
Of,
teacher?
of course. Yes.
I have some dog. I have some strawberry. I have done any candies. I have
I
done any.
can you repeat it? Can you I don't have is I don't have. You say I have don't?
I don't have
It should be I
any
don't have.
candies.
Excellent.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't have any car.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any pet? Do you have any pet? How much
Mm-hmm.
flour do you need? How much
Mm-hmm.
chocolate did you eat? How
Chocolate.
many
Yes,
tickets
chocolate.
did you buy?
Yes, it's going to be pronounced as chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate did you buy?
Yes.
How many children will you have?
Mm-hmm.
Finish.
Okay, good. Well, is there someone else?
Yo, teacher.
Okay.
Este, there are they there sorry. There are some good TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I have some money.
Mm-hmm.
And, he don't have any dog.
Can you repeat it? He
He don't have any
doesn't.
dog.
He
Doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't.
Doesn't or does not. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any dog. She haven't any
Okay.
children. Who
She
she haven't any children.
doesn't have. Doesn't have.
Okay.
Yes, she doesn't have. If you say haven't, in this case, we're not going to use the contraction of have or haven't because haven't is only for perfect tenses. Okay? When we need to express that you don't have, no tienes, you're going to say you don't have. Haven't is only for perfect tenses, and it's going to be like something similar to haber.
Okay.
Okay? Yes.
Then, she don't have any children.
Doesn't. She doesn't
Okay. Doesn't have any
have.
children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how how many carrots do I give you?
How many carrots do I?
Do I give you?
Do I hit you like golpear? What is the idea of that sentence in Spanish?
¿Cuántas zanahorias te doy?
Give you, give.
Okay, entonces es how many carrots do I give you?
Give, give.
Give,
Do I give
do I give you?
you? Yes, give you, yes. Good.
How many orange for the juice? No,
How
you.
many oranges? Oranges?
How many oranges for the juice?
How many oranges do you need for the use?
Yes.
Okay, so completed. Do you need? Okay, good. Someone else?
En las últimas de how much. How much
Okay,
cheese
okay,
do
yes.
you eat?
How much? What?
How much cheese do you eat?
Mm-hmm.
Y how much pasta do you prepare?
Do you prepare?
Prepare.
Yes, good. Is someone else? Guys? Someone else?
Teacher, ¿puedo pasar?
Yes.
Okay. I have some cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I have some apples. I
Mm-hmm.
have some bananas. I have
Mm-hmm.
some roast.
Some, okay.
Some roast. Y how how much milk do have to put?
How much milk do you
Do
have to buy?
to buy out. How many cups? No. How many cups of milk, Mike, do you use from the recipe?
How many what?
How many cups of milk? Cup of milk do
Okay.
you use from the recipe?
Okay. It's how many cups of milk did you use? Did you use
Do you
for the
for the
receipt?
uh-huh,
Yes.
recipe?
Good.
E how much uh, sugar do you eat daily?
How much sugar did you eat or do you eat
Do you eat?
daily?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Finish.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good. Okay, is there someone else? Guys?
¿Puedo decirle las mías, profe?
Yes.
Ok, no sé si estoy bien, pero ahí voy.
Don't
En la
worry.
primera puse I have some juice drink. I
I
have
have some juice. Some juice? Like jugo? To drink. Okay, to drink, yes.
to drink. I have some dog. Después puse I don't have any cat. I
Any
don't
cats? Yes, right.
I don't cat digo I don't have any wine. La otra is there any milk? Y is there any problem? Y how much salt do you need? Y how much butter are you going to the buy?
Are you going to buy? To buy.
To buy? En nosotros es how many shoes did you buy? Y how many dogs do you want to adopt?
How many dogs do you want to adopt? Yes.
Listo.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there someone else? Guys, is there someone else who wants to participate? Okay, so let's continue with the following activity.
No, teacher.
So I'm going to start. Okay, so tell me then.
We have some books. Luis has some wine. ¿Cómo se pronuncia, teacher? Ajá, vino.
Wine?
Wine.
Vino?
Okay.
Wine.
There.
If we say wine, it's like
Thanks. There isn't any tia. Tia. Si se pronuncia así.
Okay. Like chia? Okay, I need to remember the name. I haven't listened or I haven't ever used chia in English, but let me check what is the proper name for that in English. Because honestly, I haven't used that kind of word or that word in English.
Okay.
But let me check what is the correct meaning. I think it's going to be like kind of the same name, but let me just be sure about that. Because there are some, well, as you know, there are some things that don't change, or yes, but as I told you, I haven't ever used chia, or I haven't never used or listened to that word in English.
Okay, teacher.
That's gonna be the same thing. Yes.
Um, I haven't any bicycle.
I haven't, so I don't have.
I have.
I don't
I
have.
don't have.
Yeah, the correct thing is I don't have. If you say I haven't, it's like no because haven't is used for present or the perfect tenses, and in this case means haber or no haber. So
Okay.
I don't have. We say no tengo. Okay, good.
Good. Is there any rice? I have.
Is there?
Mande?
Can you repeat the previous one?
Yes. Is there any rice?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you any pencil?
Do you have?
Okay.
Do you have? Yes. Do you have any pencil?
Ya, por favor, estaba
Okay.
haciendo las demás, que mi internet está muy lento.
Okay. Is there someone else? Or can we just go to the following activity?
¿Yo puedo?
Teacher,
Of course. Okay, who's going to be first? Lily and then Diana.
Ah, ok.
este, ay, ¿dónde está?
So first Lily, then Diana.
Okay.
Primero Lily, luego Diana. Okay, good.
Bueno, solo tengo estas. I have some the shirts. I have some pillows. O es o pillows.
Pillows, almohada.
Ajá.
Pillow.
Pillows. I have some apples. I have some notebooks.
Good.
Solo pude hacer esas porque también mi internet anda medio chafa.
Okay. I don't know why the internet is, or maybe are you looking for the sentences, or are you trying to translate the sentences? Okay, but don't worry. The thing in here is that you need to apply your knowledge and to use it. Then Diana, please go.
Yes, teacher. I'm positive. I have some biome.
Some what?
Biome.
What is that in Spanish? I couldn't get the word.
¿Mande?
Can you say the last word in Spanish? Because I didn't get the pronunciation, so I didn't just get what it is.
Globo.
Ah, balloons. Balloons.
I have some balloons.
Yes, exactly.
I need some juice for breakfast.
Yes.
Negative. I don't have any white shirt.
Okay.
There aren't any shirts. A question: Is there any fruit?
Fruit. Yes, fruit.
Fruit. Are there any eggs?
Mm-hmm.
I- how much uh, how much rice do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Y con what uh, with money? How many loaves have you eaten?
Mm-hmm.
Finish, teacher.
Okay, good. Is there someone else or can we continue with the following activity?
Yo, profesor, pero aún no acabo todas, pero puedo decir algunas.
Okay.
Aquí voy. I don't have to call her tomorrow.
But in this case, we're going to use some and any.
Ok. Some, ok.
Like, for example, I have some apples. I don't have any apples.
Okay.
Do you have any bananas?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any dog.
Mm-hmm.
I need some money.
Mm-hmm.
How many dogs you have?
Do you have? Do you have? How many dogs do you have?
Okay, disculpe.
Good.
How much the car buy?
How much? How much is the car? Maybe you can say, and you ask like in Spanish, ¿cuánto cuesta el carro?
Ajá, sería cuánto cuesta. Ajá, bueno, yo me confundí, pero entonces solamente sería how much the car, sería cuánto cuesta el coche.
How much the car is? ¿Cuánto cuesta el coche? How much the car is? Like, excuse me, could you tell me how much the car is? ¿Podrías decirme cuánto cuesta el coche?
Ok. Entonces, me falta contestar eso nada más. Y sería todo.
Okay, good. Is there someone else or can we just go to the following activity because actually I don't have, well,
Teacher.
or we don't have enough time.
Yo.
Tell me. Okay, go ahead.
I drink some milk.
Mm-hmm.
My mom buys some books.
Mm-hmm.
He made some mistakes.
Exactly, yes, good.
He
made.
Yes. She does have any pets?
Like, ¿tiene o no tiene?
Tiene. Does.
Okay, but when you just do, okay, like for example, if we say she does not or doesn't have, es no tienes, and when we use like this do for an affirmative sentences is because we are reinforcing that part.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't have any toys for little boys.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
And finish.
Okay. Is there someone else, guys?
Yo puedo ir.
Okay, go ahead then.
Bueno, creo que hice algunas, no, creo que no hice todas, pero se las voy a decir.
Don't worry, the ones you have.
I have some things. I have some orange.
Oranges.
Y luego aquí tengo there are any class the weekend. Is there a grain of sand? How much stars do you look?
How much?
Much stars do you look? How
How much
many?
stars do you look for, like buscar?
Uh, bueno, mirar. No es mirar. Look.
No. Can you see? Like it can be like see. Look is like
Entonces sería how much stars do you see?
or can it could be like how much stars can you see, or how much stars do you see? Yes.
How many cars have you drive?
Have you driven?
Have you
How many
driven?
cars have you driven? Yes.
Finish.
Okay, good. Is there someone else? Is there someone else there to participate? Well, I'm going to call out the attendance again, just in order for to know who arrives like late and to finish the class. I'm going to just explain what is the activity you're going to do that we don't have time or enough time to do during the class, and just in order for you to do it and to count like for your final evaluation. Okay. I observed that is going to be related to your grades. Okay, so some of you just get some well, not a closed question. And Victor tell me that one of your teachers like tried to save or to keep that the grades you just get, like for example when you got 8.5 or something like that, that like kind of half point he keeps it in order to give it to you in your other evaluation. So I'm going to do the same thing in this case, okay? Because some of you just get the 0.5 at your grade, but it was not kept on the platform. So I'm going to keep it, and in that way I'm going to help you in the following term, okay, for your final grade for the following term, or in this case this term, that is the second one. So all the ones that got like 8.5, 8.3, I'm going to keep that part that is missing for in the final grade, and then I'm going to give it to you in the following evaluation, just in order to help you, okay, and in order to for you to have a better grade. Yes, this is just in order for to clarify that part. And well, at the same time, I need to just clarify some aspects in here. Um, as well as some of you tell me, you have some problems because you were used to have your English classes in Spanish, or maybe in English Spanish or Spanish English. Is I don't know how they work like in a really good way. But as I mentioned to some of your classmates, I try to give the class in English, well, because this is an English class, and because I need you to improve your abilities. You're good, but maybe, well, in this case, I want you to improve. So that's why I'm just trying to just, in this case, force you to use the language. Okay, so but don't worry. Remember, because participation was something that affected to you all in this case, but I'm gonna try to help you, or I'm going to try to make you to participate and to use the language in a more regular way, just in order for you not to be affected again. Yes. Okay, so Kevin.
Present, teacher.
Okay, and we have Erika.
Present, teacher.
Andy.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And we have Sandra.
Present.
Lily,
Present.
Anais,
Present.
Daniela, Alejandra,
Present, teacher.
Marta, okay. Diana,
Present, teacher.
Kayla, Dulce,
Present.
Fernanda,
Present.
Arturo,
Present.
Ruby,
Present.
Víctor,
Present.
Janetsi,
Present, teacher.
Mónica, Jessica,
Present.
Dulce,
Present, teacher.
Axel,
Present.
Víctor,
Present.
Diana,
Present.
Iris, okay. Okay, so just in order for give you the explanation of the following activity that, as I mentioned, it wasn't enough time to perform in here. So you're going to choose one of your classmates. Okay, don't worry, Iris. I already got your attendance. Okay, so what you're going to do is to choose one of your classmates. So you're going to work in couples. In this case, if you don't have, or if okay, the idea is to work in couple or in pairs, and then if it is needed or if it is necessary, you can work in trios. Okay, so the point here that I need you to do is to create a conversation. The conversation is about anything you want to, but the only thing you need to do is to add the quantifiers we've seen during this class. Okay, and in this case, you're going to just maybe enter to the meet thing, and then you're going to just, as I need the interaction, so you're going to just have this part like, um, in this case, well, you can just record your conversation, and then you're going to send it. If you just do it in Meet, you just can like keep it in drive, in your drive, okay, in your account. So the video is going to be saved on drive, and in that case you can only share with me, just in order for you not to have problems like I couldn't send it because it is so heavy or something like that. You can just uh, record your your conversation or your dialogue in Meet, and then you can share it. Like it is automatically saved in Drive. So in that way, you're going to do this. Like, okay, I need to just share it with you, and then you can like the option with share, and then you share it with me, and in that way, I'm going to just have it, the control of it, and obviously all these kind of activities are focused on improving your speaking skills, and at the same time are going to be improved in, well, or are going to be taken into account in your final grade for the following term or this term. And obviously you need to mention who are like participating in the video, what are the couples, okay? So for that reason, or just in order to just, you're going to organize yourselves, and then in the WhatsApp group you're going to tell me who's going to work with whom, just in order for me to have a better control of it, okay? Guys, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So this is it for today. Have an excellent weekend. Take care. Your homework or the deadline of this is until Sunday at midnight. Okay. Yes.
Can you repeat, please, teacher?
What, the instructions of the activity or the deadline?
The deadline.
Okay. The deadline is on Sunday at midnight.
Okay.
So basically, yes, basically Monday, but it should be like, or maybe you're going to understand as Sunday at 11:59. Okay. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
That is going to be the deadline for your activity. So if you don't have any questions related to the class or to the topics we've seen or the activities you're going to deliver, mm, have an excellent weekend and see you on Tuesday, okay? See you.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
See
See
you.
you, teacher.
See you. See you later, Jen.
See you, teacher. Thanks.
See you. You're welcome.
See you, teacher.
See you.